flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Brad with the invocation.
I promise I won't yell over the heater. Let us pray. Loving and gracious God, this is a week of Thanksgiving for us, and you are indeed the giver of all good gifts, and we thank you today for all your blessings. And so we call upon you because we often need your spirit of gratitude and generosity for the successful planning and outcomes of events and business ventures intended for all the good of the people of your city. And we know that you are mindful, as we are, of the tremendous pressures and frequent demands of our city commissioners who provide governance in a variety of ways in our community. And so we ask you to be present among them tonight as they consider and oversee proposals and procedures. Help them make the wise decisions and keep them from short-sightedness and pettiness, but give them your long view of life. So, dear humble Savior and Sovereign, as the evening light fades, grant us the humility to always seek first your true will and way in all that we think, say, or do. I pray now and always through Jesus Christ, who with the Holy Spirit breathes your sacred peace forever and ever. Amen and amen.
Thank you. Okay, item number 1, we do have a proclamation. Oh, there's Roselle. Proclaiming Saturday as Small Business Saturday here in Liberal. So, whereas the City of Liberal celebrates our local small businesses and the contributions they make to our local economy by creating jobs and preserving our community, and whereas, according to the United States Small Business Administration, there are currently 33.2 million small businesses in the United States, representing 99.9% of all businesses with employees in the United States, who are responsible for 65.9% of net new jobs created from 2000 to 2019. And whereas small businesses employ 47.5% of the employees in the private sector in the United States, and 90% of consumers say Small Business Saturday has had a positive impact on their community. And whereas 95% of consumers who shopped on Small Business Saturday reported the day makes them want to shop or eat at small, independently owned businesses all year long, not just during the holiday season. And whereas 97% of consumers who shopped on Small Business Saturday agree that shopping at small, independently owned businesses supports their commitment to making purchases that have a positive social, economic, and environmental impact. And whereas communities across the country have endorsed the Saturday after Thanksgiving as Small Business Saturday, now therefore be it resolved that I, Jeff Parsons, Mayor of the City of Liberal, do hereby proclaim November 26, 2022 as Small Business Saturday, and urge the residents of Liberal and communities across the country to support small businesses and merchants on Small Business Saturday and throughout the year. I think Roselle's here to accept this proclamation. If you want to say a word or two.
Roselle.
Let's go.
Well, thank you for recognizing our small businesses. You know, the small businesses are the heart of our town and of any town really, so we do appreciate that a lot. We have so many entrepreneurs here in Liberal who have in the past and recently set up their business, and it's great that they have confidence in our city and want to have a business here, so we appreciate each and every one of them that have a business, and we thank you for recognizing what they contribute to our community.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roselle.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 2, approval of the agenda.
I'll make
motion.
a,
Oh, go ahead.
I'll make a motion, we approve the agenda as printed.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Minutes, we have minutes from the November 8th, 2022 regular meeting and the November 17th, 2022 special meeting.
I'll make a motion, we approve the November 8, 2022 regular meeting minutes and the November 17, 2022 special meeting minutes.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Thank you very much. Items from citizens. Do we have any citizens here that would like to address the commission? All right, items from groups. Do we have any groups that would like to present anything to the commission? All right. Item number 6, the consent agenda. Items listed are considered to be routine by the city commission will be enacted in one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless the commission member or citizen so requests. In the event, the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. So we have 2 airport leases and some minutes from the Liberal Convention and Tourism Board.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as printed.
Okay? Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Item number 7, Hay and Rice, 2021 audit and 2022 audit contract. Dustin?
I'll keep this brief. The audit report you should have in your binder. We issued an unqualified opinion on the audited financial statements. Basically, that means that we're not aware of any material changes that need to be made to those to properly reflect the financial condition and operations of the city. If you look at the front of your report, there's a management's discussion and analysis. That's management's brief synopsis of the year and the financial condition of the city as of 12/31/21. That's a good area to kind of get a general idea as to the operations of the city. In addition to that, if you look at statement 1, that is the statement of assets and liabilities. That gives the general status of the city from an assets and liabilities standpoint at 12/31. So it basically shows everything that the city owned and everything that the city owed. So that kind of gives you a good idea as to where the city is at that point in time. And then in statement 2, that is the statement of activities of the city. So it shows each functional activity that the city has and the revenues that are generated from that activity and the expenses that are expended to support that activity. So it kind of gives you a good indication in different departments. What does it cost us to have a police department? What does it cost us to have a fire department? So those 2 statements are the summary of all the other statements that kind of build to that. So I will kind of just leave that with you. If you have any specific questions, I'd be happy to answer those now, or if after going through it at a later date, if you have additional questions, you can contact me. I'm more than happy to respond to those.
In short, we didn't overspend anything, and we put controls in place to fix our deficiencies, so we should have a much better report next year.
Correct.
Much
Correct.
easier time for them as well.
Yeah, the last 2 years, the accounting and finance departments had quite a bit of turnover. That's caused some stress to that area, but the management seems to be addressing those, and I think we're on the right track. Turnover is always hard in an accounting department.
Right.
You lose a lot of the experience and knowledge that.
Looks good.
Okay.
Do we need a motion?
Do we need to do
approve-
anything?
Yeah, a motion to approve the 2021 audit.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2021 audit.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay. Part B is the 2022 audit contract.
I'm missing that.
Were you presenting on that too, Dustin, or not?
want me to present?
Yeah,
If you would, Chris isn't here tonight, so
yeah.
make sure you get some extra steps in tonight as well, I guess.
There you go.
So basically, I think in your packet, I don't have a copy of it with me, you should have the contract for the upcoming audit for the 2022 year end. There's two components of it. There's the basic audit, which we've enumerated the fee, and then there's what we call a single audit that is, the city normally always has one because of the airport, but we don't incorporate it into the contract other than to present it for the reason that if you don't expend more than $750,000 in federal funds, you're not required to have it. And basically, that audit is auditing the city's compliance with the contracts and responsibilities in accepting federal funds.
Yeah, there it is. It's in the package.
So I can answer any additional questions in response to that.
What's a lot of pages and what's kind of
It's in there, it's in between. No, it's not in, this is the audit, it's in your packet, the agenda
It's
packet.
12 pages.
What
Well, it's 11
page?
pages plus the signature line for the city.
Yeah. You see what page that is?
140-ish?
Yeah,
There it
it's,
is.
138, 139, 140.
I need a motion to approve the
Contract.
financial audit, or the audit from Hay Rash Associates for the 2022.
We need a
Budget
motion
here.
to accept the contract.
Accept the contract? Okay, make that motion.
Second.
I'm gonna give it to Jeanette. So we have a motion and a second, any discussion? All right, all those in favor? Okay. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you guys for your work.
Thank you.
Say if you have any questions.
Yeah, we'll be in touch.
Thank you. Item number 8, resolution number 2390, environmental abatement of 217 East 9th Street.
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm here to, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm here to try to get this 2390 environmental abatement passed for cleanup of 217 East 9th. The letter is attached and the pictures, so if you get any questions, feel free to ask.
This has been abated before, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been abated twice. Back in 2001, and then again in 2015, we had it cleaned up.
Same owner?
Same owner. And then back in April, our code enforcement officer, she took pictures and started the case on it, and it's been over 190 days, and they haven't did anything. We got pictures of it in the snow, and you can see it's the exact same as it was before, back in April, as in November 18th, I think.
So how does that work? We,
Adopt the resolution?
yeah, but I mean, we'll clean it up, I assume, right?
Yeah, we'll clean it up. We'll have a contractor go in, clean it up. We'll give them 20 days first. Normally it's 15, but a typo, we gave them an extra 5, so they're gonna get the extra 5 days there.
And then
And,
the extra 5 days hasn't worked for them so far, right?
yeah, it hasn't worked, so, I mean, what the heck, they get 5 more. And then if they haven't done anything, we'll have a contractor, whoever gets the bid, clean it up. We'll take it to the sky top, and itemize everything that's of value. And then within 10 days from that time, we'll have a public auction and have the stuff sold if they don't come and get their
I
stuff.
don't think, James, I think we decided it's 30 days. I think they have 30 days after you take it, you give them notice, and then they haven't done anything within 30 days. Then you can have your auction. The 10 days is, you've got 10 days to abate it once that 20 days passes.
Yeah, after the 20 days passes,
Then you have 10 days to abate it and take care of whatever, if they hire a contractor, and then items of value will be stored off-site, and then the owners have up to 30 days to get those things. If they don't, then the city will have an auction and assess it against the cost of cleanup. That's what we talked about earlier. So,
Excess costs we just eat, or that,
I don't know what they've done in the past. Typically, you can special assess those, but I don't know if that's allowed for in the code or not, so I don't know the answer to
okay,
that question.
just curious.
Typically, the cost stays with the property, so if it's transferred, that's part of the purchase cost.
Like I said, it's usually special assessed against the
Like
property
a
itself.
contractor's lien or something on, I mean,
Or
essentially.
tax lien.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we adopt resolution number 2390, the environmental abatement of 217 East 9th Street.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor? Okay, thank you.
All right,
James.
thank you.
Appreciate it. Item number 9, 9A, new flooring for the police department. 9B, new evidence lockers. Jeff?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Commissioners. We are requesting new flooring for the Liverpool Police Department, including city court offices and the lobby and bathrooms outside of the city court. The flooring we've had is 15-plus years old. If you've been into the hallways, you can see it's coming up. The carpets are stained. We requested a bid. The best one we had was from Scantlin's for $73,352. That also includes new laminate desktops for the squad room that are also 20 years old and showing their age. And we're requesting this from the 1 cent sales tax.
And Jose was with me when we talked to the focus group about utilizing 1 cent sales tax money for police department renovations, and they were in support. This was probably 3-4 months ago. That floor's only 20 years old.
That carpet was there when I
Oh, the
started
carpet.
in 2000.
Okay, yeah.
Al Seal had the laminate put down by us after he became chief, so it's a good 15-plus years old as well.
That laminate torn out. Of course, that's where most of your traffic goes anyway, so.
Yes. One of the things we want to do is take the carpet out of the sergeant's office and the squad room and the interview rooms and put the laminate in there as well, because it sets high traffic in those.
We went ahead and included the municipal court offices. I don't know why we didn't do their offices when we did their courtroom. It was just an oversight. But if you haven't taken the time to go by and look at the new courtroom, it's pretty phenomenal, especially considering what they had before. So the work that's been done over there is pretty nice.
I haven't seen it. I've seen pictures, and it really does look nice.
You got bids from Flooring America, Brown, and
Browns
Scanlon.
And Scanlon.
Okay.
Okay, we have a motion on,
I'll make a motion, we approve the purchase and installation from Scantlin's Furniture for $73,352 for the flooring for the police department,
From the 1 cent sales tax.
from the 1 cent sales tax.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay. No, letter B, new evidence lockers.
We were requesting a new set of evidence lockers for officers to store evidence. It will meet the CLIA standards that we are in the process of becoming. The current wall lockers we have are actually old wall lockers from the South Middle School. The new ones we are wanting are about 12 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and about 7 foot high. This will allow us to store different types of evidence and sizes. The cost of lockers is $14,175 plus shipping of $1,124 for a total of $15,299. and we're requesting this from the repair and maintenance fund.
Is that something I guess, Kent, you guys will install those? The lockers, who does the installation?
Usually can't.
Kent.
Just can't.
And they made a gallant effort with what they were trying to piece together, but you guys made a commitment to them, and we made a commitment to them. We weren't gonna shortchange it anymore, and what they put in just, it didn't work. You can't put, you know, if there were certain crimes, you couldn't put the evidence in the lockers we had. It was a good faith effort, but not functional. So this is the right thing to get us what we need. Good try, though.
We try to save some money.
Okay, we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of new evidence lockers from Tiffin Metal Products in the amount of $15,299 coming from the 1 cent sales tax.
No, the
No,
maintenance fund,
no,
right?
Maintenance fund.
Oh, sorry, coming
Yeah.
from the maintenance fund.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Item number 10, Grier House renovation. Steve, I thought I saw you.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners. We're here to talk about the Grier House renovation. The State of Kansas Historical Society requires a contract for renovations using state funding. We have publicly put out a solicitation for bids and received one quote, and that was from Touch of Glass Painting LLC, and that was in the amount of $97,450. And that is for interior and exterior painting of the building. So at this time, staff requests approval of the contract with Touch of Glass Painting LLC in the amount of $97,450, with $9,000 of the funds coming from the Kansas State Historical Society grant and $88,450 from the economic development portion of the 1 cent sales tax, and for the city manager to sign the contract.
So the big thing is, for the grant, we have to have the entire project bid as one. They've been working, we authorized a couple of small rooms, and it came to our attention, we couldn't exercise the grant unless we had a locked-in bid for the whole project. So that's why we didn't stop work, but we did not commit to any further work until you guys got this. And we've got to exhaust this grant, so we can get the next one for '23.
And this will exhaust that grant?
It'll get really close, because you spent 60-something out of for the roof. Do you remember?
We have
Was it 100
$9,000, we have $9,000
for the
left.
roof? No, total, was it 152?
So this will exhaust what we've got left on that grant?
Yes, we spent 130 on the
Okay.
roof. What portion of that I don't have in front of me right now, but the remaining is 9,000. So that will knock that out for the rest of the year. And then we'll apply for next year.
Pretty good list of stuff they're doing on there for the repairs. Who's the supervisor or the person inspecting that work for the city? Who does that?
So Steve's in charge of the project, and then
You'll
Ken.
be overseeing, make sure
I've been
all
on.
items are done?
Yes, sir.
Because it looks like it should look pretty good if they do all that stuff on the list.
Yeah, there's a lot on
All
the
rotten,
list.
yeah,
There's a
replace
lot
all
of
the
cracks,
rotten,
there's a lot of structure issues.
Yeah,
We just had the hood vent cleaned this last weekend. I can't get anybody to tell me last time it was cleaned. It's been over 14 years, so it's quite a spectacle. But next step is gonna be the flooring in the kitchen, and then we'll move out from there, but
The mayor and I were not thrilled with the paint scheme. It's the same as the last paint scheme, but it's just a new version of beige and brown.
It's very nice looking beige and brown.
It is
isn't
very nice looking beige.
But it's still beige and brown.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the contract with Touch Up Class Painting in the amount of $97,450, with $9,000 of the funds to come from the KSHS grant and $88,450 from the economic development portion from the 1 cent sales tax.
Second. And allow the city manager
Do I
to
have to
sign
say
the
that too?
contract. Did you need that in there?
You really don't. You give them
You're approving,
authorization by
once you
passing.
approve it, you're
good.
doing that,
Yeah,
right?
you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
There's only one bid total you get?
Yeah, it went out and we have one that came back yesterday.
That's all we got, okay.
That was several months ago, I don't remember. Right?
Yep.
Excuse me?
When did we send it out for bid?
September?
August, September, something like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Should be nice to be able to get more than one bid,
It would.
once in our career here.
We did get 3 for the floor, so that was,
That's a start.
yeah.
Okay, all those in favor? Okay, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Item number 11, board appointment to the Liberal Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Board.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, we had a member of the 7-member board resign. We only had 5 anyway. And then Mrs. Villarreal has agreed to step up and complete Mr. Waisel's, I may not have said that right, the unexpired portion of his term. This will get us back to 5.
I'll make a motion that we approve Diana Villarreal to the Liberal Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Board.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Item number 12, purchase of mower with bagger. That you,
Mayor,
Brad?
Mayor, Commissioners, as you're aware, we discussed this at the ARPA funding meeting last week. I know Chris may want to be enlightened on this. So we currently have a bagger system on the mower that just opens up and the grass falls out, so we have to take a tractor and move that grass. And to convert the current mower to this 3-bagger system was gonna be about $6,000. So Alex was willing to take ours for trade, and the difference, we figured, get a whole new machine and everything, so we're starting from fresh. It's well worth the money, and it gave us a pretty good price on our trade-in too. And we'll be able to use this mower anywhere now, where that one was pretty much had to stay at the ball fields.
I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of the 2022 Hustler Hyperdrive 72-inch SD with 3-bag catcher from Keating Tractor for the amount of $11,248 with the ARPA fund, using ARPA funds.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or any additional discussion?
Won't need a baler then, that's what you're trying to tell me, right?
Well, I was gonna say, so when we do get behind, we can take this mower and pick it up.
No more calls, that's all I'm looking for.
All right, there's no further discussion. All those in favor? And I will abstain since my son is the salesman in this thing.
Is he gonna share money with you, or?
I doubt it.
That's what I was kinda thinking. It's usually the other way around, right?
In fact, I can guarantee it. All right, item number 13, CIC Training.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, in the initial ARPA round, you approved $180,000 for the software transition. Because kind of, as you look through the audit, you'll see our system was pretty behind, so a lot of the training time got eaten up with CIC helping us get current. Our folks downstairs feel like they need additional training time, So this is essentially 2 additional weeks worth of training plus travel, meals, lodging. They only think they'll need 1, which would give us an additional week in the bank. So when we go to a much more comprehensive transition with utility billing, we've got some play. But instead of bringing it to you piecemeal, we're just asking for the 2 additional weeks for $12,000 to be paid from ARPA funds.
Make a motion, we approve the CIC training for the amount of $12,000.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? I just think it's nice we get ARPA funds to pay for a banked week of training. So, good deal, sounds like to me. All right, all those in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Item number 14, items or invoices over 10,000.
Okay, so Mr. Mayor, 14A, this is our workers' compensation renewal. That amount is $72,718. That's to Alshank Insurance with the coverage through EMC.
I'll make a motion that we approve the expenditure of the Alshank insurance for the EMC for $72,718.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. It says audit premium, so that just basically fills in for, April 21 through April 22, the additional premium on the work comp. Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor? All right, thank you. Item B.
Okay, and actually, this is a duplicate because you already approved the audit and the contract for the audit. This just gives you the listed amount, so. So we don't need to do B.
All right. Okay, item number 15, city staff. James.
I just wanted to explain that abatement a little bit better. I kind of jumped ahead of myself on some of the steps. First, we do the 20 days after you guys passed it tonight, and then we'll hold it for 30 days, allow them to come pay and get their goods, and then if they don't, then we'll have it auctioned off. Step by step by step. But sorry about that.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Anybody else? All right, item number 16, city manager report.
Hey,
Sure,
so-
Brad?
I looked right at him, he wouldn't say anything.
So the moderate income housing awardees were announced, and we did get the $650,000 MIH grant for Marvin's housing development. So when I talked to Cheryl today, I could hear them cheering from the landmark all the way to my house. So they're preparing to bid streets. We're preparing to bid the detention basin to get to work. So it's very good news. It's depending on which one of us you ask, it's either 45 or 46 houses. I think it's 46. He says it's 45, but we can.
No, I'll go with him unless you're putting one up.
So that's very good news. Just a real FYI. So the mayor and I will have to do an emergency purchase. Brad, is he going to order it now?
Yeah, we're just waiting on your authorization to get it and move forward with it.
We just found out that we have 2 garbage trucks plus our spare down, so we need an engine, and it's about $13,000, which he can't run the route without it, so we'll have to do an authorization. And our consent is sufficient. It's just, typically if we do those, we inform you at the next meeting, but since we knew right now that we need to do it, I'm gonna get and tell you. So, get the engine, get the trucks back up and running. Hopefully with limited interruption to service.
How long you looking at? Don't know?
Don't know how quick we can get the engine here. He was waiting on a quote from iClear, whoever out the state, what he's gonna charge us to put it in. And I'm like, I mean, he gave you a ballpark figure. We need to move forward because the longer, I think there's 3-week wait between commission meetings, that's why.
Right.
We need to, and I already texted him and said, let's get the ball rolling, so,
Just on, commercial dumpsters or for,
yeah, for the commercials. Usually runs 5 trucks, he's been running 3, 2 broke down, spare broke,
Makes it hard.
yeah.
Very good first town hall. Appreciate everybody that came and had input. I'll be gone tomorrow through Sunday. So we close the door on Barnado time in Junction City. My wife wants one more Thanksgiving there, so we'll do that and then begin the rest of her transition down here.
Very good.
That's all.
All right, item number 17, items from commissioners. You gonna start again, as usual?
I'll just start down here again. Yeah, I enjoyed the town hall. I think it was helpful. We had a pretty good crowd, I think, showed up, and I liked the way staff handled it. I think you did a really good job. And I appreciate, like I said then, the amount of staff that showed up for it. And that's pretty much wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And 3 weeks, I guess we'll see, huh? That's all I got.
All right, thanks.
All right. Same thing, just happy Thanksgiving, and I'll pass on the rest of it.
You know?
I'll keep it short. Just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. It's been a pleasure and an honor to serve. I thought the town hall it turned out excellent despite the weather. I was a little
Yeah.
worried about turnout, but we had a very good crowd, very engaged crowd, which I was very excited about. So I'm excited to continue working on that. And then just want to say we appreciate all of the small businesses. So that's it. And happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Chris?
happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and, enjoy the turkey, and if you need to come see me, I'll be at the hospital working, so.
Just to visit, not to go inside, right?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I gotta put up Christmas decorations. They told me I couldn't do that until Thanksgiving Day, so.
Yeah, and it's supposed to, cool down, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to snow that day too, so.
Perfect, yeah. I have a couple things. First, I wanna gripe about something. Sometime this week, someone in a UTV, did donuts and stuff all up and down 15th Street, a couple of different places. They also did it in the parking lot at the ball fields, and it hasn't been recently, because I asked Brad, but someone has been riding one of those things through the cemetery as well. And it just really makes me angry, because we kind of went out on a limb for these people, and I know it's just one person, so, I hope anybody who's watching this tonight, police your own crowd, because I personally, if it happens again, will forward the motion to repeal that ordinance, because it's ridiculous that someone would do that. So, anyway, that's my gripe. Great town hall meeting. I thought it was fantastic and well received by the community, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you to staff as always. I appreciate what you do. So, item number 18, vouchers.
I'm struggling with the new format, but I think I want to approve the vouchers in the amount of $1,133,669.25.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? I like the new format. It does take some getting used to, though.
Well, I guess it's just the last number, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, but it is nice that you can kind of go
See
through
it.
and it seemed to me a little
It's just
easier to read.
different Deal, I looked at it for so many years the other
Right,
way.
yeah, exactly.
And I guess just look at that last number.
Right. Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor? Okay, thank you very much. We're adjourned.